Well, I'll tell you what, I'd be interested to see their profit and loss spreadsheet in a couple of years' time. Hi, it's me again. I don't normally talk about stuff like this, but this one popped up on my Facebook feed. And the headline astounded me a bit because to me, it makes no sense. I've been in business before. We grew up in pubs. My whole family were publicans. We own multiple pubs around Essex. We grew up living in them. I know a bit about the pub trade and how to make money from food and stuff like that. So when I see a headline like this, I'm like, well, it doesn't make any sense at all. Look. Country pub removes meat from menu to become UK's first vegan carvery. A noble cause. I think you can agree. A noble cause. But why couldn't they just keep the normal carvery with the meat and have the vegan options on the side? Or set up a separate area for the vegan meat to be cut in case the vegans don't want to see a nice bit of juicy lamb getting carved up on the carvery table. All you've done there is cut down the amount of people that will come to your restaurant by what? By what? 5/8? 6/8? It's ridiculous the amount of people you have just stopped coming to your restaurant. And if you have a restaurant, surely the one thing you want to do is encourage people. So you're going to get all the virtual signalers who want to put it on their Instagram and we're at a vegan-only carvery. But what happens when you're not Bella the Bull anymore? When you're not Man of the Month? When the fad is over? You're going to start serving meat again, aren't you? That's what's going to happen. Landlords Sarah and Ben served a 13-item roast dinner at their restaurant throughout January, and the vegan option had been such a huge hit with customers, they're making meat-free food a permanent fixture. Costing $14.95, the meal features a choice of tofu turkey, seitan, nut roast, and plant-based Lincolnshire sausages. Yeah, lovely. Cavemen used to enjoy plant-based meat, I'm sure. Sides include vegan Yorkshire puddings. Aren't all Yorkshire puddings vegan? What goes in a Yorkshire pudding? I've only ever made them from a packet, all bought Aunt Bessie's. Roast potatoes. There won't be brilliant roast potatoes if you can't put duck fat on them, will it? Maple glazed parsnips, carrots, mash, a lot of butter and milk in mash. Can you get vegan mash? Roast cabbage, creamy leeks. What kind of cream? What kind of cream? Can't come from an animal, can it? Stuffing and a red wine gravy. The couple who are vegans themselves believe the carvery is the first of its kind in Britain. Probably a reason for that. Because, you know, everyone loves a carvery, right? Who doesn't love a roast dinner in this country? I bloody love a carvery and a roast dinner. And, yeah, I go for the meat. A roast dinner isn't a roast dinner, but that's me, personally. I'm not a vegan. I understand there are vegans who won't eat meat. That's fine. You can be vegan. You can be anything you want. My bone of contention here, if you pardon the bone joke, is not everybody's a vegan. I would not go to a vegan carvery, even though I'm okay with you being a vegan. You can come out to dinner with me and you can have a vegan option. No problem at all. I don't mind. But I'm going to eat some meat because that's what I like to eat when I'm eating a roast dinner. Now, I can't go to that restaurant because they won't serve anything I want. And I'm pretty sure, I don't have the stats here, this is just a guess, but there's more meat eaters in this country than there are vegans. And meat eaters tend to like a roast dinner, don't they? So you've basically cut down the people that go to your restaurant massively. And when this isn't flavour of the month anymore, when it's not making headlines, when everyone's had their Instagram pictures of their vegan roast dinner and all of that's done, your restaurant's going to be empty. It's going to be empty. We are proud to say we are the only restaurant in the UK and maybe the world doing what we are. There might be a reason for that. Why can't you just offer vegan alternatives and the meat? And then you please everybody, and everybody can come and enjoy your fantastic roasts at your restaurant. But no, jog on if you eat meat. We only want like 2% of the population that don't want the meat. There are places who will offer vegan alternatives on their Sunday lunch menu, but we don't believe anywhere else is serving a vegan carvery like ours, including vegan restaurants. Again, probably a reason for that. So yeah, I wouldn't go to that. I like a carvery and I'll travel for a carvery. If I hear there's a good carvery, I've got no problem travelling for it. I used to go, when I was in Spain, we used to travel a fair way in Benalmádena. Is it Benalmádena? There's a cracking carvery called The Carvery. Best carvery I've ever had in my entire life. We used to make quite an effort to get there when I was over in Spain. Haven't found one quite as good in the UK yet. And you tend to have a lot of bad experiences at a Toby, don't you? But this certainly isn't one I'm going to try because I like to try many different meats. Because if I'm cooking a roast dinner at home, I'm only going to cook the one meat. I'm tight. I'm not cooking 4 meat. What am I going to do with the rest of the meat? You go around your mum's on a Sunday, there's one meat. That's why you go to a carvery. But not this one, because there ain't no meat. They can do whatever he wants in his own restaurant, that's fine. But I would imagine if we revisit this story in a year or so, he's probably going to start serving meat again once the fad is over, don't you? But maybe he's going to make a big success out of this. I don't know. All I know is he's cut down the market for his restaurant massively, hasn't he? Well, what do I know about anything? Let me know what you think about it down in the comments below. As always, thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Because that way, hopefully I'll see you in another video again soon when I... Ta-da.